All right, I'm ready. If you don't know who I am, I'm finna go over broad informations for you real quick. All right, boom. So all a broad information is price taking out one side of the range and then coming back through and taking out another side of the range, which on a higher time frame, depending on what type of chart you're using, it could be a three. Because Thinkorswim got different setups. You can have the 3 year, 1 day, all type of stuff, different combinations or whatever. So as you can see on this chart, this, and I'm gonna draw it with a horizontal line first. This low takes out this previous low right here. It takes out what might, yeah, this two up. So that two took out this two, it took out that range. It didn't come down here and quite take out this one. And then this high, actually this low. All right, so let me redo that. I zoomed in too much. This low took out these previous low. It took out this one barely by a couple cent. And then this high took out this previous high. So this two, from this two down to this three, is an outside range of all of this right here. So let me draw my brush. So if I just go down here and just circle, because I'm gonna catch it. It's basically outside of all of that. So from here to here is outside of this whole range. And that's all a broad information is getting you, you're drawing it so you can visually see that, okay, this is a higher high, it's higher than this previous high, and this is lower than a previous low. That's basically what a broad information is. So if I delete all that and I was just to draw it, extended line, boom, I'll probably just draw back to here and then draw back from here. Boom. Or I draw back all the way to here just so I can get a couple taps. So boom, that's your broad information. And then if you just play it out, it doesn't come all the way back down and touch the bottom. Matter of fact, let me stop. So because it didn't come all the way down, what I could do is draw a new broad information. Because sometimes that's what you have to do and be like, okay, this new low took out right here because it didn't take out this one. And then, change the colors on it or whatever. It won't let me, but usually, oh, here you go. So I changed that one to like pink or something, just so you won't have all these lines all crazy. And then I can adjust or draw a new one, go from here back to here, or I can go all the way back to there, but I'll go back to here. And then that's how you get broad informations and broad information because sometimes they don't quite take out the highest high. Then, as you can see, if I want to redraw it, boom, that's one. Hold up. Dang it. Let me, dang, I can't go back. Hold up. INTC. All right. But if I wanted to draw the new formation, I could draw it from here back to there. So that's another one because it didn't quite take out all these other pivots. Or I can draw it back to this one because it didn't take out this two, but at least took out these. So from here, from that range, all the way to up here, this could be your new broad information. Because now you see that this two, outside of breaking down this, it didn't break the low of this two. So this two is an outside range of this. It's kind of hard, kind of tripping over myself. But basically, what you're getting to see is that this two and this three, I think that's a three. I can't see. I believe, no, that's not a three. That's a two up. I mean, a two down. Well, two up, but conflicting two up because it's really, it gapped up and then filled. All right. But from here to up there is outside of this previous range. So all of this, where I drew down too far. Let me delete that. Uh, remove draw. Dang. Oh well, I can just redraw it. Anyway, so from here all the way to here, this candlestick, I turn it, and this too. So from here, from this candlestick to this candlestick is outside of all of this. And that's all the broad information is. It's taking out one side of one side of the price and then coming down, taking out the other. That's basically what a broad information is. If you scroll up to another time frame, you can see this is a three. So this three, what we were just looking at, took out all of this right here. And then, because I don't think this one, no, I didn't take out this one if I was to add them two together. But this three took out that. That's why we say three on a smaller time frame is a bottom, is a broadening formation. And then if I go up to the week, let me delete this drawing. And we talk about a two down, two up being a compound three. And this also a three, two, two reversal. Um, but this two down and this two up is outside. That's barely. That's This is like point two point. It's like 0.2 cents lower. So technically, this took out this one. So you could say this two down and this two up is outside of these three candlesticks. So that's why I say a compound. You have your compound threes that could be a broad information. So I could literally draw from here to here, and then from here, if I wanted to draw it there, but I kind of like, yeah, I just draw it here. That'll be your broad information. Like I said, 3 cents, 3 cents lower, but it still took it out. And that can be your broad information. And obviously you can redraw it. This three, boom, boom. That could be your other broad information. Because on a lower time frame, this would be a broad information. And that's how you draw your broad informations. That's all broad informations are. It's just price taking out one side of the range and coming back through and taking out the other side. And as you can see, it doesn't always come down and take out the lowest of the low. Sometimes just take out this low and then boom, go back to the upside. And that's why you can redraw your broad information. You can leave the lines, but I like to delete them sometimes just because it gets too hectic, especially across multiple time frames. And you can draw your broad information on, your monthly, your weekly, your daily, your 1 hour. That's the time frames people usually draw their broad information on, just in case you have monthly exhaustion and stuff like that, like knowing where you're close to the top of a broad information on a higher time frame, or seeing if it has more room to grow. But like I always say, it doesn't always break above the highest high and break below the lowest low. Sometimes it'll just break one low and then go back up, or break one high and come down and then go back up. You know what I'm saying? But it might not break this high again. You never know. That's why you also look at analyst price targets and all those other factors, what the company is doing. If you want to do, longer term, option swings and stuff like that. But for the most part, I might just swing a day or two or just do intraday, day trading basically. So that's what a broad information is. Here go your two down, two up, but it didn't break this one. But this can still be a broad information on a lower time frame. If I go back, well, let me go to the month. So yeah, on your month, here are your broad information. It didn't quite break above that high, but you could have just said boom. Or you can just use this two and this two and put all three of these together to have a compound three. And then that could be your broad information. So from here to here, from this low, can do right there. Boom, broad information. Or I could have drew a new one from this three. I could have just did right here to right here because that's the most up to date. Oops. Boom. Broad information. And then that's your monthly broad information. So as you can see, it's getting back up there. Check the price targets, but obviously if you look at your 52-week high and stuff like that, you kind of close there. But you want to look at your all-time high. So if I use 3 months. So it's even been higher back in, damn, 99. It was 75. So it could possibly get back up there. But I'm not giving my analysis on it, but that's your broad information. That's what you're looking for. You can look for a compound three, or you can look for a three to draw your broad information. But all you're looking at is to see that there was a price broke one side of the range, came back through, broke another side of the range. That's what a three is. And usually, like I said, if you draw your broad information on a smaller time frame, you go up, you might see a three more than likely. Depending on how you got your set out, your setup. Some people might use a 2 hour. Obviously, it's going to look different on the 2 hour than if you use the hourly. It's going to be based off your time frames that you like to use. Most people use the month, week, day, and 1 hour. That's your broad information. Taking out one side of the range, come back through and taking out the other side of the range. It won't always break the lowest low, won't always break the highest high, but it's getting your eyes used to seeing price fluctuating and coming, going up, coming down, and it basically doing this type of thing. It'll either do this, and sometimes it'll trade in a little range for a little bit and then start trying to break out of that range and get bigger. That's all a broad information is. So if I drew one on here, just be like boom, 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 boom. And as you can see, price usually does that like lifeline type of deal. Really, if I oops, why I won't see now it's acting weird. Oh, there we go. If I was to actually do it the right way, I could break it from here. Yeah, I could actually do it that way. That's another way. Um, because it broke that low. Or just find one that was like right up in here. Boom. What the heck? My mouse and stuff is acting crazy. But yeah, that's basically your broad information. I botched that. But that's how you can see broad information. I hope I ain't rambling on too long. But like I said, breaking one side of the range, coming back through, breaking the other side of the range. That's what a three does. That's why your three on a smaller time frame is broad information. And it's just like I said, getting your eyes to see that. So like you can see the price, boom, here to here, outside of this right there. Boom, here to here, outside of this right here. Uh that one didn't quite break the high, but this low to there, you can say it's outside of all that. Or if you just count from here to here, it's not outside of this, but it's outside of most of that in there. Like I said, that's your broad information right here to here, outside of all that in there. Broad information. It's just basically getting you to see that your support and resistance may not be necessarily horizontal. So that's it.